Congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
How was the wedding?
It was fun. It was fun. First time I danced in a while, so it was fun.
You can dance, huh?
I can move a little bit. Not, I wouldn't say I can sway back and forth, find a rhythm.
Do you have any choice in music or?
A couple songs. She kind of didn't put most of my songs in there. So it was mostly her.
Just how are you feeling about, this season, upcoming season?
Good. I mean, good to be back here. I think just building the culture and finding a culture here, I think is the biggest thing and just in the start of training camp, so I'm excited to start going.
With the additions, subtractions to this roster, just how are you feeling about the pieces you guys have this season?
We have a lot of talented pieces, so it's just finding a way to put it all together and make the most out of the season, which I think we can if we find a rhythm early. So
Your role hasn't really been defined as you had defense, point shooting. Do you feel like this year you could probably expand your game and show off a little bit more of what you can do at consistent basis?
yeah, I mean, for me, it's just being more assertive on both sides of the ball defensively, just find a way to find steals, things like that. Offensively, just being myself again. So I'm excited to get the ball rolling. And I think for me, I feel extremely confident going this year, so I'm excited to get going.
Keegan, to that point, you've been asked to do different things each season. Does it feel like this is a part of the process where all those things maybe kind of coalesce and come together at some point, and you become like a complete player that will be in time?
Yeah, I think this year, especially with Scott and Doug, they just have full faith in me to do whatever I can do on the court. So it's the kind of the first year where I've kind of had no strings attached and things like that. So I'm excited to implement everything that I worked on this summer and get going.
Speaking of
Speaking of summer, did you do anything different than the past summers?
Yeah, this is the first year I got out of Sacramento, so I wasn't here at all from May to September or early September. The wedding was, and yeah, so I was out of town, and I think that was a big thing for me to experience something different, and I feel like I learned a lot. So it was a good summer for me.
You brought up being assertive. How comfortable are you with whether it's demanding the ball or asking the teammates to get you the ball more, being featured more in the offense? How open are you to that? How receptive are your teammates to that side?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for a good team is to have open communication. So for me, if I'm feeling it or I feel like something is working when I have the ball, I think that's just a big aspect, especially me going in my fourth year. So that's something that we implement as a team, the communication aspect. And I think if the more I can be assertive, the more my teammates can trust me, better things will be. So.
When you have the,
Did you have much of a relationship with Dennis beforehand, and what kind of impact do you expect having a veteran, experienced point guard like that? What kind of impact do you expect him to have on the offense?
Yeah, I mean, I've known Dennis a little bit. We have the same agent, so that's kind of a familiar aspect for us. And for Dennis, he's a tough guy. He's a guy that he'll be honest with you. And I think that's a big thing. He's going to be a good addition for us, just keeping us organized, setting up our offense, picked up 94 feet, things like that. So I think it's just going to be fun to play with him.
Yeah, sharing the same agent, did you reach out during the time and said, let's get this guy, get him over?
No, I had nothing. I had nothing to do with that. So.
Keegan, you brought up your agent. Just where are you at with your contract negotiations? Is this somewhere you think you're going to be long term, and you think you'll get something done by the time the deadline around Halloween?
Yeah, I mean, I told my agent for me, I just don't want to worry about that. I told him he can handle the business side, and when I hear from him or if I see his phone or his contact on my phone, I want it to be something important. So I think he's doing a good job handling that business side of it. Doing a good job just implementing or being out on the court and being present. So.
There's enough pressure as it is playing in the NBA with all the things you have to deal with. Is there any added pressure of a contract year and having to perform on a contract year? We hear that talked about at least from time to time.
I mean, I don't know. It's blessed to be in this position to even have that kind of talk. So for me, it's just being able to be on the court every day, being able to go 100% every day, and things like that. And when I need to talk to Scott, I'll talk to Scott. If I need to talk to my agent, I'll talk to my agent. So they're doing a good job. They've had good communication. So.
Well, what have your conversations been like with Scott so far?
They've been good. I feel like he's done a good job for the first couple of months, just trying to implement his culture and his identity into our team. So, and he's been a guy that's always down on the court when we're going through practice, going through drills, going through pickup games, things like that. So he's been real present so far.
Keegan, Doug said he wants you to shoot, defend, and smile, and he put a lot of emphasis on smiling. What's the key for you to smile more and get more joy out of it?
I mean, I feel like that's a misconception. I don't know what's going on with that, but for me, it's just I feel like I got joy playing basketball and joy coming back to Sacramento, being with the guys these last couple of weeks. So for me, I think it's just about having fun. For me, the biggest thing in basketball is just being able to fight, being able to have fun, things like that. And we got a lot of guys that are ready to fight, so I'm excited for that.
Western Conference got tough again. The expectations for the team around the league are not as high as they used to be. Just, do you guys like being the underdog? Do you like the idea of you guys maybe creeping up on some guys again?
I mean, yeah, the West has been tough for the last couple of years, and I think that's just, I feel like it just helps with those schedules to know that every single game that we go into against the Western Conference team or any game in general, we just have to be able to fight and be able to try and pull out a win. It's going to be scrappy and things like that, so there's a lot of talented players, and for us, it's just trying to find ways to win, even if it's ugly. So.
You mentioned going out of town on your game. What were the things specifically that you focused on improving?
The biggest thing was just creativity. Creativity with the ball, creativity with in the paint, things like that. Then finding a rhythm from three, and I feel like I kind of caught a rhythm early on this summer. I think that was big for me, and so I'm just excited to implement that in my game. And I feel like through the first couple of weeks that I've been here, it's shown results. So I'm excited to just forward.
In your conversations with
It's your first time opening a training camp without De'Aaron. It's such a huge player for you specifically. How different is this to kind of go out without you?
Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, I still talk to him all the time, so but it's weird seeing him in another jersey and how long he's been here and things like that. So I mean, I'm like the second longest tenured player on this roster behind Domas. So, but I mean, it's I don't know. We're still good friends, and I know he's happy where he's at. So just.
in your conversations with Scott and Doug and staff, like are there certain things that they're looking for specifically from you this season?
Pick up 94 feet, be aggressive, be assertive, be able to guard the best defender, things like that. And offensively, just be able to facilitate, be able to play in the pick and roll, and just be able to find my own shot. So obviously they gave me all the confidence in the world to do that this season. So I'm excited to do that.
How do you, as far as being aggressive and assertive, is that something you're comfortable with? Is it something that you've kind of had to learn or just grow into over time?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. I mean, everyone loves to shoot in the NBA, so when someone tells you you can shoot, you go for that. So I think with that comes responsibility, and I think I feel like I'm able to do that on this team.
Keegan, I know it's day one, but do you have any personal goals set for yourself that you want to try to achieve this season?
Yeah, I mean, get back to 40% from three, and then try and get on the most improved list. Obviously, you gotta win games to be the winner of that, but that's one of my goals this year.
What do you make of Meek and Maxime? And I don't know how much you paid attention to their summer league, but having those two join in as rookies.
Yeah, they've been good. They both each have their own unique qualities. Meek's obviously a wing, good shooter. Max is a good shooter, and for them it's just being able to guard on the other end of the floor, pick up concepts fast. If they do that, I think they got a good shot of being able to be in rotation and play quality minutes.
Does it matter to you if you play 3 or 4?
Nah, to be honest, I don't know what the difference is, but yeah, I'll just play wherever.
One more.
Keegan, whenever your wedding was, that's going to be your anniversary from now on.
September 5th. I apologize to my wife for September 5th.
Thanks, Keegan. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Take care.